long should you run an online course or coaching program launch for? This is a really good question because so many of us who are creating online courses, coaching programs, we need to be getting them out there to the world. But if we are sending out lots of emails, lots of Facebook posts, are people going to get annoyed with us? Are they going to get fed up? Is it going to actually stop them from enrolling in our courses and programs because we look like a scammy, look at me marketing guru? Or do we go big? Do we go hard? Do we listen to those people that say, do as much pre-release, pre-promo content as you possibly can? Now, the truth is there isn't really a set answer to this because every single industry is different and every single audience is different. The audience of people that you have and the audience of people that I have, even if we were teaching the exact same thing, are completely and utterly unique. And this is why my approach to launching is take your time, do it repeatedly over a long period of time, and quite simply see what works for you. For instance, you may have created a coaching program. Let's say you're running a 30-day coaching program and you're going to run it a couple of times a year. Maybe that's what you decided to do. Now, my recommendation is, by the way, when you are delivering some kind of coach-led program where you're physically involved in the process, oh, hang on a minute, I've just found a ambulance in my son's trousers, then you are going to want to make sure that you're being aware of how much of your physical time you're going to be putting into these programs. You cannot physically, trust me on this, you cannot physically continuously run a coaching program back to back to back without completely burning yourself out. It's not possible for you to continue to give that much to people 24/7, 365 days a year. You're not going to have time for a holiday, for a break, for freedom, for family time, for just having you time to just recharge and focus on growing other areas of your business. So I'd recommend that if you are running a coaching program, only run it maybe once a quarter and leave out the Christmas quarter. So just three times a year is probably the maximum I'd suggest you go to, so that you can keep your energy high each time each round comes, but also so that you can run these rounds and test different launching and pre-launch kind of methods that you might be using. Now, one of my favorite marketers out there who does launch style training is Jeff Walker from Product Launch Formula. You can buy his book, PLF, Product Launch Formula. Absolutely brilliant. Now, all the different marketers out there will suggest different time frames that you should go with when it comes to launching or promoting your stuff before the actual start date of the program. Now, Jeff Walker roughly recommends around 5 to 7 days. And I say roughly because it depends on which type of launch that you're doing. Go and check out his work for that. I have been trying over the years like the more 10 to 15 day approach for my coaching programs, and I found that's worked really well because 10 to 15 days, it's immediate and urgent enough for people to take action. It's close enough for people to see there's only a short period of time for me to get in this. I need to jump in now, but it's not so long they get tired of seeing it. However, very recently, and this is like the post-COVID last sort of 6 months recently, I've slightly extended that launch period of time that I've been using, because what I found is that people are getting online fatigued, they're getting marketing fatigued, and a lot of things are just passing by their peripheral vision. People are just instantly deleting emails without opening them, they're scanning really fast through news feeds. We're so distracted that being missed can happen a lot easier now than it used to happen even just a year ago. Also, I found lately that because people are a little bit more careful with their spending, a bit more careful with their money, there are so many more different options for them to choose from, that it's taking people a little bit longer to make a buying decision. And I have actually recently just extended my launch and marketing period before the start of a program to 30 days. And it looks a little bit like this. 30 days before the program, I've been saying, okay, 30 days to go. On the 1st of X month, we are going to be starting my X challenge or my X program. If you want to get in early, you're going to get a whole month ahead of yourself. Get in a month before everybody else. Jump in now. And so 30 days is enough time for people to plan what they're going to be doing next month. If they've already got commitments, if they've already got bookings, they are going to have enough time to even contemplate making those changes, shifting things around and making space for your program. If you are only doing like the 5-day style launch, which works great for some kinds of launches, but I found for more of a coaching program, if you're only doing the 5 to 7 day launch, people don't have enough time to actually make the changes or fit into the calendar they're going to need to fit to actually be able to take your program. And what I was beginning to see at the beginning of 2022 alone was that people were replying to those 5-day launch emails and going, oh my God, I would have loved to have done this next month, but it's just too busy and I simply don't have time to change everything around. So I was losing potential members purely because it was left too late for them to organize their life and organize their business. So I have moved that to letting people know about it 30 days before it actually starts so that they can do that life organizing. The next time I've been letting them know is 21 days to go. 21 days, 3 weeks again. If they missed the first one, they've still got enough time to make changes to their calendars, to have a think about it, to book a call with you for those people who maybe want to have a chat to you before they spend the money or invest in your program. So there's still time for everyone to fit those conversations in, to give the people who need time to process, need time to think, they like to chew things over before they make decisions. It's going to help those people have enough time to go through. So 30-day notice, a 21 days to go notice. I then do another one at around the 15 days to go notice. I do another one at 10 days to go, then 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 day to go. And by the way, from the 3 days, I change it from days to hours. So I'll go 5 days to go, 4 days to go, 72 hours to go, 48 hours to go, 24 hours to go. And then on the final day, I'll also do 12 hours to go. Now, I am telling you, having launched my programs for years, you will make the most amount of sales in the final 24 hours. So please don't ease up on your promotion when you're doing your launches, because a lot of people say, I've reminded them a few times, I don't want to bombard people. People aren't watching every single post you put out there. People aren't sitting on Facebook waiting for you to post something. And even if they are sat on Facebook when you post something, it very rarely actually gets in their feeds. Same with the emails. How many do you read all of your emails? Do they all go in your primary inbox? Of course they don't. You're busy. And other people are exactly the same. You need to give people enough time and enough information to process what your program's about, to decide if they can fit it in their lives, to see if it's something that they can afford, to think about what their objections are, to have the chance to communicate with you and ask questions in order for them to have the highest likelihood possible of actually coming, joining it and buying. So there are some suggestions for you. Now, remember, you own your business. You run your business. Only you know your unique audience that you have. I'm recommending that those notice emails go out to an email list if you have one. And no, you do not need an enormous email list to make loads of sales. You really don't. Small email lists that know you, that like you, that are, good leads, can make a significant amount of money. So don't think you've got to wait until you've got a certain number of people on your list. Don't think you've got to wait until you've got a certain number of social media followers. Just get it out there and let people know what it is, what they're going to get, the benefits, the results that they're going to get. Recommend that you play with it, that you trial, you test, you see what works for you. Does the 5-day launch work for you? Does the 7-day launch work for you? Is it a 21-day? Or are you going to do, like I'm doing now, most recently, a 30-day launch? Now, we're not completely bombarding people, like I've just explained there. In that 30 days, I'll only send out maybe 10 emails and daily Facebook social media posts. Not just Facebook, by the way. All of my social media channels will have some kind of tip video followed by the call to action to check out the program. And that bit is important as well. What we're not doing in all of those 10 touch points, if you're going to use the model that I've been using, is we're not just going, hey, 30 days to my program, join it now. 10 days to my program, join it now. 5 days to my program, join it now. That's just going to feel salesy, spammy, and everyone's going to get sick of you trying to sell you stuff. What I actually do is every single one of those emails or every single one of my social media posts that go out leads with a helpful tip in the topic that whatever that course or coaching program's about. So the tip is going out there, and then at the end of the tip video or at the end of the tip post or whatever it is that you're putting out there, you're saying, P.S. by the way, if you want to learn more about this stuff, if you want to go into this in depth, if you want to get this result, then come and join my XYZ coaching program, which starts on X date. Come and join my X 30-day challenge, which joins on X date. That is going to get you by far so much more engagement, people commenting, people actually wanting to see your next post rather than going, oh gosh, Sarah's selling again. Rather than you just focusing on sales, always lead with that service first. Lead with help, lead with information, lead with your advice. And then just say, and by the way, if you want to learn more, come and join my program. Just like this. So by the way, if you want to learn more about how to create your own courses and coaching programs, get them all set up on your own tech, and you want to learn actually how to sell and market the thing and get it launched, come and join my Concept to Course 30-day course creation group coaching program. I'm going to help you get it out there. You start helping people and making some money and getting all the tech done. Come and check it out, sarahcorden.com/C2C. I cannot wait to see you there.